When this snake attacks humans, it is usually not able to get in a good bite, so many people survive by default. So when Jerry Davis decided to do some plumbing on his mother's kitchen sink, he accidentally discovered a rattlesnake's nest while lifting up the kitchen floorboards. Before he could react, he was bitten in the hand and immediately went into shock. Within several seconds, deadly eastern diamondbacks were moving about the kitchen. The sheriff arrived minutes later with Andy. Jerry Davis needed medical help, but first the snakes had to be removed. It was by sheer luck that this unfortunate incident happened in Andy's hometown. Since the snakes had surrounded the fallen boy, Andy had no choice but to capture the venomous creatures while they were still alive. Equipped with a special snake stick, Andy had to measure his every move. An eastern diamondback is capable of striking a distance of 2/3 its own body length, so one wrong move could cost Andy his life.
Keep your eye on that big one, Deputy, if you will, please. Okay.
As the snake moved around Jerry Davis's unconscious body, Andy had to quicken his pace. Within minutes, the boy would die if emergency medical procedures could not be performed.
This looks like it's trying to get away from me. Okay, let me get over there real quick.
Looks like I'm not needed here, so I'll go talk
This
to the
is the
boys.
biggest one right here. It's the big guy.
Watch yourself.
All right, this is a big rattlesnake here. This is probably the one that bit that guy. Look at the fangs. How is it?
I'm not feeling a pulse like this yet.
There it is. There's a lot. Let me go outside and get a hold of the paramedics.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll look in here for some more snakes.
The timing could not have been more perfect. As Andy was capturing the last rattlesnake, the paramedic unit arrived on the scene. In the United States, only 3% of snakebite victims who have received antivenom die. Since Davis had only been bitten in the hand once, the paramedics felt they could save the boy's life.
Signal 22. Make contact with Ken.
As the boy's frantic mother was consoled by the sheriff, the professionals performed their life-saving task. After viewing an incident such as this, it becomes easy to understand why most people have a fear of snakes. As Mrs. Davis viewed her son's hand, she immediately associated this horrible experience with every snake she'd see from that moment on. Fortunately for her son, the wound looked far worse than it actually was. A few days later, he was released from the hospital with a clean bill of health. A bad experience such as the one Jerry Davis and his family underwent can sometimes resolve itself with a strong psychological fear. There was fright, there was pain, then momentary panic, and even the fleeting thought of death. Although these emotions may have been warranted, the situation was resolved. For some reason, it takes a long time to forget. A nightmare had been created by a creature that has the potential to kill.
He'll be fine.
10-4, we'll go ahead and we'll be transporting the patient shortly. We'll also go ahead and put off.
Stay back over here.
10-4, thank you.
Even though this experience will probably never repeat itself, the Davis family will always wonder, could it happen again? And with this thought, they wonder what other creatures lay in waiting for their human prey.
Signal 39 at Greenleaf.
10-4, from being on,